this play between his left hemisphere, which obviously works at a very high level, and his right hemisphere, which has an appreciation of paradox, an appreciation of mystery. The right doesn't need to pin anything down. The left has to pin everything down. I mean, that's what it's doing. It's this piece of information into this slot in this brain. And when it can't do that, it gets really uncomfortable.
Yeah. What does it generally feel like for people, do you think?
Well, often what I see is people either just give up on it and have some anxiety, or people will keep trying and then often will push things someplace which isn't true. You know, in order to get a sense of rest and stillness and certainty, people will begin to believe things that aren't even true, because that at least can fool the left hemisphere into thinking something is settled that isn't.
Yeah, that's really important.
The left will just make stuff up if it can't reconcile things.
This is huge. This is such an important thing. So I think I saw this first in Gazzaniga's work, actually, who is a guy who studies right and left brain differences, is he was talking about how the left brain does not know the words "I don't know." Like, it cannot do it.
It's highly anxious to not know.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, if all you're doing is being a filing system and you get something and you have no idea what file it goes into, that's scary.
It's incredibly scary, right? And so this is such an important piece for how we hold the mystery of a system's wisdom in the room, because I don't know how you feel about this, but most of the time I have no idea what's happening.
Yes. I'm happier when I'm not sure what's happening, because it means we're in that very flexible right hemisphere space.
Right. Right. So here's a piece where you're coding a principle, and that knowing that principle, that left brain is coming in and helping hold this experience, which I think is really such a great, sometimes when we get into right and left, I hear people talking about the left as if it's less good in some way. And it's really not.
No,
it's really not. It's so wonderful. So if what I know is, the science tells me that when we're in that sort of mysterious, not knowing space, it means we're in that hemisphere, the right one that holds our autobiographical history more, that has a lot of flexibility, that's really interested in having that relationship with other come in so we can have the support we need, then that I can code that as a therapist as things must be going well.
That's right. That's right. And when the person says, I don't know where I am, and we say, let's just sit with that and see what wants to emerge, because the right hemisphere is all about emergence. It isn't about, what do I want to say? It's not about, again, trying to pin something down in fixity. It's not trying to say, oh, you have this diagnosis, because that then tends to pin the person into this very narrow piece of who they actually are.